The day Mbappé lit up the pitch and bagged his team's spot in the next round was straight up legendary. The face-off between PSG and Barcelona went down on April 16, 2024, in Barcelona during the second leg of the Champions League quarterfinals. In the first leg, PSG had taken an L with a 3-2 score, and now, playing away, they were seriously up against it. But the French squad, led by Luis Enrique, had some real ballers like Marquinhos, Vitinha, Dembélé, and Kylian Mbappé, the only player on the field who could turn the game on its head. Meanwhile, Xavi's Barcelona was also stacked with talent, featuring stars like Ter Stegen, De Jong, Rafinha, Yamal, and Lewandowski. It was a clash of the titans, and the perfect moment for Mbappé to showcase his magic on the field. As soon as the ref kicked off the game, it was intense from the get-go. Barca was the first to press forward, with Yamal picking up the ball on the right flank and blitzing towards the goal. Cutting into the box and slickly dodging a defender, Yamal dished a sharp, strategic pass right into the mix. Rafinha, totally clued into the play's vibe, positioned himself perfectly to meet the pass and, with killer precision, drove the ball home, giving Barcelona an early lead in the match. Right then, the stadium, packed with die-hard Barca fans, erupted in pure joy with that early goal, boosting the team's lead and beefing up their chances to advance. With Rafinha's clutch goal, Barcelona now had a 2-goal edge, making things even tougher for PSG, who needed a historic comeback on foreign turf. At the 19th minute, Barcelona nabbed the ball back in their defensive half and quickly flipped to a counter, with Rafinha tearing down the left side and whipping across into the area. Initially, PSG's defenders managed to clear the ball, but the rebound fell straight to Lewandowski, who swiftly set up and unleashed a rocket towards the goal. However, his shot was just too fierce and high, sailing over the crossbar and out of play. Now it was Kylian Mbappe's time to shine in the game. Go, player! Before you keep watching, don't forget to smash that subscribe button on the channel. Around the 27th minute, PSG launched their first serious attack of the match, when Barcola snagged a wicked pass on the left and darted into the box. Spotting Mbappé charging up the middle, he quickly flicked the ball over to him, and without a second thought, Mbappé blasted a shot straight at the goal. However, his shot almost made it, but was thwarted by an epic save from Barcelona's keeper, Ter Stegen. Subsequently, PSG won a corner, which was played out with a series of short passes until Dembélé whipped a precise cross into the area. Initially pushed back by the defense, the ball found its way to Mbappé, who headed it with both power and precision towards the goal. But a Barcelona defender was perfectly placed and managed to block the attempt, denying the goal. At the 28-minute mark, controversy struck when PSG intercepted a pass in the opposing defense and quickly sparked a counterattack, with Barcola racing to reach the ball inside the box. However, before he could get to it, Barcelona's defender, Ronald Araujo, committed a foul from behind to abruptly stop the play. For this foul, the ref flashed him a red card, a decision that sparked major controversy as the player was sent off the pitch. Although it wasn't a penalty, this foul, being so close to the box, posed a significant threat to Barcelona. When the ref gave the go-ahead for the free kick, Dembélé unleashed a powerful shot toward the goal, but it lacked accuracy and drifted wide of the post. Now, with Barcelona down a man, things were looking up for PSG. This became apparent at the 39th minute, when an attack was skillfully initiated by Barcola, who received the ball on the left wing and sent a sharp, well-targeted cross into the area. Initially, Mbappé couldn't connect with the ball in the center, but it ended up reaching Dembélé on the other side, who, without hesitation, ripped a first-time shot that was both powerful and on target into the goal. Dembélé's strike was so fierce and accurate, it bulged the back of the net, scoring PSG's first goal of the game. Despite this crucial goal, the French team was still trailing in the aggregate score and urgently needed more goals to secure their team's advancement in the competition. In the extra time, PSG came close to widening the lead when Nuno Mendes delivered a pinpoint cross into the box. Positioned just right, Dembélé met the pass first time and quickly fired a shot toward the goal. However, the accuracy was off and the ball grazed the post before going out of bounds. The second half of the game started off even more intense. At the 48th minute, PSG gave Barcelona's defense a scare when Hakimi let fly a long-range shot towards the goal. The ball bounced on the ground, almost fooling keeper Ter Stegen, but he, showing quick reflexes, managed a solid save to keep Barcelona safe. Just a few minutes later, PSG ramped up the pressure on the opposing defense defense with a well-coordinated team attack that ended with Mbappé passing the ball to Fabian, who was advancing on the left. Without hesitating, Fabian fired a shot towards the goal, but the accuracy was off and the ball ended up going out of bounds. At the 53rd minute, PSG won a corner, which was smartly taken with a short pass to Hakimi, who quickly found Vitinha near the box. With room to operate and free from any marking, Vitinha skillfully adjusted the ball and, without a second thought, blasted an incredibly precise right-footed shot from outside the box towards the goal. The opposing keeper made a desperate effort, diving and stretching to the max to reach the ball, but Vitinha's meticulous shot was so well targeted it hit the sweet spot, causing the net to shake vigorously. This second goal for PSG not only tied the aggregate score, but also ignited the spirits of both the players and the fans, filling them with hope and excitement for a thrilling turnaround in the game. Immediately after conceding the goal, Barcelona quickly retaliated, organizing a swift attack down the left. Lewandowski fought hard for the ball and successfully passed it to Gundogan, who was positioned in the center of the box. Upon receiving the ball, Gundogan didn't hesitate and unleashed a powerful shot towards the goal. The shot was so precise, it nearly resulted in a goal, hitting the post and, unfortunately for Barcelona, going out of bounds. The challenges Barcelona was facing in the match, with the stadium packed with fans, significantly inflamed Coach Xavi's spirits. In a moment of intense emotion and frustration, he lost his cool, kicking an object and hurling insults at the referee. This impulsive behavior led the referee to show him a red card, resulting in his ejection from the game. With this, Barcelona, having already had a player sent off, now faced the absence of their coach, further complicating their situation in the match. The situation became even more dramatic at the 58th minute, when PSG mounted an attack with Dembélé receiving the ball inside the box, but being taken down by a slide tackle. The referee, closely following the play, called a penalty, a decision that sparked protest from the Barcelona players. Now was the perfect moment for Mbappé to step up again in the game. The French star took the ball and took charge, carefully positioning himself to take the penalty. When the referee gave the signal, Mbappé fired an extremely powerful and incredibly accurate shot, placing the ball in the top corner, leaving absolutely no chance for the opposing goalkeeper to make a save. This third goal for PSG in the match not only increased their lead in the aggregate score, but also put the team in a more favorable position, significantly closer to advancing to the next phase of the competition. Lewandowski, who had been quiet in the game, didn't want to accept defeat. At the 72nd minute, Barcelona tried to respond by organizing an attack with Lewandowski, receiving the ball in the middle, near the box. Realizing there was space in the defense, the Polish striker decided to take a strong left-footed shot from outside the box towards the goal. Lewandowski hit the ball well, but the PSG goalkeeper was alert and well-positioned and managed to make the save, keeping the score unchanged. Around the 77th minute, Barcelona organized another attack, this time initiated by Rafinha, who made a series of passes before receiving the ball back inside the box. Skillfully, he managed to dribble past two defenders and create enough space to fire a shot towards the goal. However, despite the effort, the precision of the shot was not enough, and the ball ended up going well wide of the intended target. As the game neared its end, specifically at the 83rd minute, Barcelona earned a crucial free kick in the attack near the opposing area. This situation represented a spark of hope for the Catalan team, whose anxious fans watched a turnaround against their team in a completely packed stadium. Rafinha positioned himself to take the free kick and opted to send a cross into the area. However, the cross was excessively strong, going over all the players and ultimately going out of bounds without finding its target. At the 87th minute, Barcelona created a great opportunity by regaining possession in the opposing defense and quickly organizing a counterattack. Lewandowski advanced with determination towards the opposing goal and, upon entering the area, fired a shot aiming for the back of the net. However, a PSG defender intervened at the crucial moment, managing to block the shot and thwart the Catalan team's goal attempt. But now was the moment for Mbappé to step up and seal the game. Shortly afterward, at the 88th minute, PSG regained possession and launched a swift counterattack with Hakimi racing down the field with the ball and passing it to the center. Mbappé, following the play, received the ball, advanced into the box and fired a shot at goal. But Barcelona's keeper, Ter Stegen, made an excellent save. However, PSG retained possession with the rebound falling to Asensio, who took a first-time shot at goal, but once again, Ter Stegen managed a solid save. Barcelona's defense tried to clear the ball, but it ended up back at Mbappé's feet, who this time did not waste the opportunity and fired a precise shot into the goal, sending the ball into the back of the net. This second goal by Mbappé in the game and PSG's fourth overall finally sealed the French team's victory, securing their advancement to the next phase of the competition. At that moment, the PSG players erupted in jubilation, celebrating intensely, while the Barcelona players faced defeat with visible dismay. After this goal, the stadium cameras captured emotional scenes of young Barcelona fans, visibly shaken and crying in the stands as they witnessed their team's humiliating defeat at home. In extra time, PSG almost extended their lead when Mbappé took the ball in the attack and unleashed an extremely powerful and accurate shot towards the goal. But Barcelona's keeper made an excellent save, preventing further humiliation. When the referee blew the final whistle, the PSG players celebrated their qualification while the Barcelona players walked off humiliated. This dramatic elimination of Barcelona led to coach Xavi being fired from the club shortly afterward. On the other side, Mbappé was the standout player of the game, scoring 2 goals that secured his team's qualification. That day when Mbappé totally schooled Messi in a major game was straight up epic. The showdown between PSG and Barcelona went down on February 16, 2021 at Camp Nou, kicking off the round of 16 in the Champions League. PSG was stacked with some serious talent, including stars like Verratti, Marquinhos, Icardi, Navas, and Kylian Mbappé, who at just 22 was already the main man of the squad. Barcelona was no slouch either, boasting heavy hitters like Ter Stegen, Piqué, Griezmann, Dembélé, and Messi, already hailed as one of the all-time greats. It was a clash of titans, not to mention a personal face-off between Mbappé and Messi. The ref blew the whistle and the game got off to a fiery start. Before even hitting the 1-minute mark, PSG was showing off their offensive edge, with Verratti sending a killer through ball to Mbappé. But Barca's keeper was quick on his toes, rushing out of the box to clear the ball. Despite that, Mbappé quickly snagged it back and tried to set up another attack with a slick backheel to a teammate. But it was no good as a Barca defender cut off the pass. At the 13-minute mark, it was Barca's turn to press, with Messi using his killer vision to feed Pedri, who quickly flicked it to Griezmann, putting him one-on-one with the goal. But keeper Navas was on point and stepped up to sweep away the threat. Nearing the 18-minute mark, Barcelona goofed up by losing the ball midfield, letting PSG quickly organize a counterattack with Mbappé charging towards the opponent's goal. As he neared the box, Mbappé slid a pass to Icardi, who found himself unmarked and face-to-face with the keeper. But Icardi's shot was weak, and as the ball nearly crossed the goal line, a Barca defender swooped in just in time to block the shot, saving the team from a sure goal. Mbappé was all fired up to help his team break the deadlock. At the 21st minute, Mbappé got a sharp pass on the left wing, and despite heavy marking from 2 players, showed off his skills by whipping it across. However, the opposing defense was tight and cleared the ball without hassle. Shortly after, getting the ball again on the left, Mbappé was abruptly stopped by a rough challenge from Barcelona's right-back Dest, highlighting the intense pressure the talented French player was facing throughout the game. On the flip side, Messi was still gunning to turn things around for his team, like he always did. At the 25-minute mark, the skilled Argentine player got the ball in midfield, and showing off his exceptional game vision, unleashed a long and precise pass to put De Jong in a dangerous spot inside the box. The PSG defense, in a desperate attempt to intervene, fouled the player, leading the ref to call a penalty for Barcelona. This decision gave the Catalan team a golden opportunity to open the scoring in a match that was proving to be super tough. Despite the fierce complaints from the French team, the ref stood by his decision, directing that the penalty be taken. Stepping up for the penalty, Lionel Messi, known for his coolness and mastery in these clutch moments, took the responsibility. Facing Keylor Navas, he picked the top right corner and delivered a powerful shot, leaving the keeper no chance to save it. This goal was crucial, coming at a time when Paris Saint-Germain was dominating the game and allowed Barcelona to take the lead, injecting a dose of hope into the players of the Spanish team. Right after taking the lead, Barcelona had a great chance to extend their advantage when Messi, skillfully dribbling past the PSG defense, passed the ball to Dembélé inside the area. Quickly, Dembélé took a shot at goal, but sadly his attempt was weak, allowing the opposing keeper to make an easy save. On the other side, Mbappé was determined to level the game. Around the 30-minute mark, PSG started an attack on the right with Florenzi, who sent a cross into the box. Mbappé, always well-positioned, received the pass and tried a stylish backheel finish, but Piqué, Barcelona's defender, was alert and managed to block the attempt. Shortly after, PSG resumed the attack with a team play involving a series of quick passes that unsettled the opposing defense, ending with Mbappé getting the ball inside the box. Despite being surrounded by several Barcelona defenders, Mbappé showcased his exceptional technical skill by controlling the ball and deftly dribbling, creating just enough space to unleash a powerful shot toward the goal. The shot was so accurate and forceful that it beat the opposing keeper, sending the ball smashing into the net. Mbappé's equalizing goal sparked a vibrant celebration among his teammates, while the Barcelona players showed visible frustration with the outcome. Approaching the 36-minute mark, Barcelona launched a fast counterattack led by Griezmann, who swiftly advanced across the field toward the opposing goal. As he broke into the area, he fired a strong, low shot with his left foot that flew just past the post, nearly resulting in a goal. Mbappé wasn't satisfied with just drawing level. He wanted to take the lead. At the 38-minute mark, PSG intercepted a pass in midfield and launched a counterattack with Mbappé rapidly advancing, breezing past several opponents. As he entered the box, he attempted to dribble past a defender who managed to send the ball out for a corner. Near the end of the first half, Barcelona made a blunder by passing the ball back to the keeper, who tried a strong kick but mishandled it and nearly lost possession, though the ball eventually went out for a corner. The corner, taken by Mbappé, resulted in a pinpoint cross to where Icardi, well-positioned, jumped and headed the ball powerfully towards the goal. It was a close call, with the ball just missing the post. Shortly after, the referee blew the whistle to start the second half, which began even more intensely. Right after the restart, Mbappé got the ball on the attack and opted to risk a powerful right-footed shot from outside the box. However, the shot sailed just wide of the post and out for a goal kick. On the other side of the field, Messi seemed to be having an off day. At the 47th minute, Barcelona launched an attack with Pedri sending an advanced pass to Messi inside the area, but unfortunately, he failed to control the ball. His expression of frustration was clear. Shortly thereafter, Mbappé advanced an attack, receiving a long pass on the right and using his dribbling skills to shake off 3 defenders before passing to Icardi. Inside the box, Icardi feinted a shot to dribble past the first defender and fired at goal, but the shot was blocked by the opposing defense. At the 49th minute, Mbappé initiated another attack that was nearly interrupted by a shirt pull, but he maintained persistence, advancing and passing to Icardi, who set up the ball with a beautiful backheel touch for Keane to finish. However, Barcelona's goalkeeper was alert and made an excellent save. Now it was Messi's turn to make his mark in the game again. Around the 57th minute, Barcelona regained possession in the opposition's half and tried to launch a counterattack with Messi, who was stopped by a foul when a defender hit his face with a hand. This foul, occurring near the box, posed a great risk for PSG, especially since Messi is renowned for turning free kicks from this distance into stunning goals. The Argentine star lined up for the free kick and took a powerful shot, but the ball hit the wall and went out for a corner. While Messi wasn't at his best, Mbappé on the other side was incredibly inspired that day. At the 64th minute, PSG started an attack with Florenzi racing to receive an excellent forward pass on the left flank and making a cross into the area. Initially, the ball was cleared by Barcelona's defenders, but Mbappé, following the play, positioned himself well to pick up the rebound and fired a powerful shot towards the goal, putting the ball into the back of the net. This second goal for PSG in the game was massively celebrated by his teammates, as it gave PSG a lead at the opponent's home in the round of 16 of the Champions League. Mbappé's performance showed that, with him on the field, he is capable of changing the course of the game. At the 67th minute, Mbappé almost added another, when he received a forward pass and drove the ball into the area, shook off the defense, and unleashed a powerful shot at the goal. However, the opposing goalkeeper was well positioned and made a good save. Shortly after, PSG continued to press on the attack when Kimpembe was halted by a foul. Paredes positioned himself for the free kick and delivered a precise cross into the box. Kylian, well placed and unmarked, received the ball and headed it straight into the back of the net. This third goal for PSG significantly extended their lead, edging the team closer to qualification and putting Barcelona in a tough spot, facing a defeat at home. At the 81st minute, Barcelona had a great chance to reduce the deficit when PSG's defense made a mistake by passing the ball back to goalkeeper Navas, putting him in a tricky situation as he was pressed by Griezmann. Navas, instead of playing the ball to the side, tried to return the pass in the same direction, but the ball ended up hitting Griezmann and rolling dangerously close to the goal, going out for a goal kick. While PSG's defense was making mistakes, the attack led by Kylian Mbappé was standing out with an excellent performance. At the 84th minute, PSG intercepted an opposing pass and quickly organized a counterattack, with Draxler charging down the field with the ball, racing towards the opponent's goal. As he approached the penalty area, he smartly passed the ball to Mbappé, who was alert and closely following the play. Receiving the ball completely unmarked, the talented French ace didn't waste the excellent opportunity and executed a flawless right-footed shot towards the goal. The shot was so strong and accurate that it left the opposing goalkeeper with no chance, resulting in the ball finding the back of the net. This third goal by Mbappé in the match was greatly celebrated by the team, who at that moment was completely dominating Barcelona at Camp Nou, delivering a drubbing and virtually securing their qualification for the next stage of the competition. In the final minutes of the game, Mbappé had another chance to extend the lead when he received a long forward pass and sprinted hard to reach the ball. However, a Barcelona defender played it back to the goalkeeper, who came forward to clear it away. Right after that, the referee blew the whistle to end the game. Mbappé emerged as the star of the match, scoring 3 goals that secured an overwhelming victory for PSG over Barcelona at Camp Nou. Following this humiliating defeat, rumors circulated that this game was one of the decisive factors for Messi leaving Barcelona and transferring to PSG the following year. The day Mbappé lit up the pitch, getting his sweet revenge on the opposition with Neymar's help, was something else. This went down on April 7, 2021, in a face-off between PSG and Bayern München in Munich during the first leg of the Champions League quarterfinals. Aiming for payback after their defeat in the previous season's final, PSG hit the field stacked with stars like Keylor Navas, Angel Di Maria, Julian Draxler, Neymar Jr., and the wunderkind Kylian Mbappé, only 21, itching to dazzle the world with his mad skills. Bayern, the reigning Champions League kings, were no slackers either, boasting big names like Manuel Neuer, Joshua Kimmich, Thomas Müller, and David Alaba. It was a clash of titans and the perfect stage for Mbappé to shine and exact revenge. When the ref blew the whistle to kick things off, the match was fierce from the get-go. In the very first minute, things started heating up when Lucas Hernandez snagged a slick pass on the left flank. He played a quick 1-2 with a teammate, reclaimed the ball, and even with intense pressure from the defense, took a daring shot while slipping. But PSG's keeper was on point, deflecting the ball out. Then, Bayern took the corner, whipping in across to the box. Choupo-Moting, towering at 1.91 meters, was spot on and headed it hard towards the goal. By a hair's breadth to PSG's relief, the ball smacked the crossbar and went out, denying Bayern a goal that could have turned the tide. Meanwhile, on the other side of the pitch, Mbappé was eager to steal the spotlight and shine in the game. Go, player! Before you keep watching, don't forget to smash that subscribe button on the channel. Just 2 minutes in, Neymar snagged the ball back for PSG and immediately sparked a blistering counterattack, exchanging swift passes with Di Maria and charging forward with resolve. As he neared the penalty area, drawing intense marking from 5 opponents, Neymar showcased his exceptional game vision by spotting Mbappé in a strategic position, wide open and ready to strike. With the ball at his feet and one-on-one with the opposing keeper, Mbappé didn't hesitate and seized the golden opportunity, launching a powerful and decisive right-footed shot straight at the target. Manuel Neuer, the seasoned Bayern goalkeeper, positioned himself skillfully and almost intercepted the shot. But the overwhelming force and relentlessness of Mbappe's strike bested his reflexes, slipping between his legs and bulging the net. Visibly frustrated for not blocking the precise goal, Neuer expressed his disappointment with clear dismay. Meanwhile, Mbappé and all the PSG players celebrated wildly, embracing in a moment of pure joy, reveling in the early lead secured right at the start of the clash on hostile enemy turf. At the 5-minute mark, Bayern reacted by attempting to build a sharp attack, but it was abruptly halted when an opponent in the heat of the contest committed a handball foul. This infringement, dangerously close to the goal area, posed a clear threat to PSG. As soon as the referee gave the signal, Kimmich positioned himself for the free kick and fired a strong, targeted shot. However, PSG's defensive wall rose at the critical moment, jumping to block and clear the danger. Meanwhile, Mbappé was determined to help his team extend their lead. At the 11-minute mark, PSG regained possession and launched a swift counterattack with Neymar delivering a precise pass to Mbappé up front. Inside the box, the French ace drew all the marking and instead of shooting, chose to pass the ball to Draxler, who was completely open. Face to face with the keeper, Draxler controlled the ball and fired a powerful, unstoppable shot. However, just as he was about to celebrate the goal, the referee raised the flag, calling offside and nullifying the play. Around the 17th minute, Bayern tried to initiate an attack but was stopped by a foul from Guai stepping on Müller's foot. Although the infraction was not near near the area, it could still result in a dangerous situation. And that's exactly what happened when Kimmich took the free kick with a cross into the box. Goretzka, alert to the play, rushed to head the ball towards goal. The move almost resulted in a goal, if not for the excellent reflexes of Navas, who managed a brilliant save to keep the score unchanged. Immediately after, Bayern kept pressing, this time with Pavard receiving the ball inside the area and firing a powerful shot towards the goal. Yet again, Navas managed another fine save for PSG. On the other side, Neymar also wanted to keep helping his team extend the lead. At the 27th minute, after intense pressure from the opposition, PSG finally found relief and won a crucial corner. The play started with a smart strategic touch to Mbappé, who kept possession with a series of quick and precise passes, dismantling the opposing defense. Neymar, with his notably sharp game vision, wasted no time and whipped in a masterful pinpoint cross directly into the area. Marquinhos, strategically well-positioned and completely unmarked, received the ball and found himself face-to-face with the opposing goalkeeper. Although Mbappé was clearly available for the pass, Marquinhos chose to take responsibility, firing a precise shot that found the back of the net, vibrating the goal courts. This goal by Marquinhos, thanks to a spectacular pass from Neymar, not only widened PSG's lead in the game, but also significantly boosted the morale of the Parisian team, strengthening their dominance in the match. Minutes after the last goal, PSG went on the attack again, this time with Neymar bursting into speed in a dash towards the goal. As he invaded the area, he was quickly surrounded by defenders and was brutally brought down. Despite the clear contact, the referee, distant from the action, failed to spot the foul and chose to let the play continue. PSG was dominating the game until the 36th minute when Bayern changed the course of the game as Pavard sent an excellent cross into the area. The towering Choupo-Moting, well-positioned, leaped higher than his opponents and headed the ball with great force and precision towards the goal. The header was so powerful that it overcame the opposing reflexes and bulged the back of the net, reducing the opposition's lead. Choupo-Moting decided not to celebrate the goal, simply grabbing the ball and rushing to restart the game quickly in search of an equalizer. The game remained intense until the end of the first half. When the referee blew the whistle to start the second half, Mbappé was eager to continue showing off his skills. At the 50-minute mark, the French phenomenon burst down the left flank, exchanging quick passes with Draxler before getting the ball back. Surrounded by two defenders, Mbappé tried to break into the area, but facing a block, he smartly pulled the ball back to restart the attack with more space. Soon after, PSG launched a cross into the area, promptly intercepted by the rival defense. Mbappé, quick on his feet, regained the ball in a fierce contest and advanced to the area. He fell, but Neymar, alert, picked up the ball and shot at goal. Yet the opposing goalkeeper shone with an excellent save. Shortly after, Bayern launched a lightning counterattack with a series of agile passes that culminated with Alaba receiving the ball at the edge of the area and unleashing a powerful shot at goal. However, the PSG goalkeeper was extremely alert and pulled off a phenomenal save. The frustration was clearly visible on Alaba's face. Meanwhile, Mbappé continued to be eager to score more goals. At the 58-minute mark, PSG regained possession and burst into an electric counterattack, with Neymar using his exceptional vision to deliver a perfect pass to a well-positioned Mbappé. The French striker sped up to control the ball completely unmarked, and just as he faced the goalkeeper one-on-one, the referee raised the flag, calling offside and invalidating the play. Mbappé, visibly frustrated, lamented, realizing he had just missed scoring by a hair. On the other side, Thomas Müller was determined to tie the game. Shortly thereafter, at the 59th minute, Bayern won a crucial free kick when Pavard was brought down near the area during a heated battle for the ball. This foul, dangerously close to the area, posed a significant threat to Paris Saint-Germain. Kimmich positioned himself for the kick, and as soon as the referee gave the go-ahead, he executed a pinpoint cross into the area. Thomas Müller, jumping higher than his opponents and heading the ball with devastating force and deadly accuracy, finding the back of the net. This tying goal not only reignited the fighting spirit of the Bayern players, preparing them to seek the turnaround, but also left PSG's goalkeeper, Navas, visibly dejected, deeply regretting the conceded goal. A few minutes later, Bayern was on the verge of turning the game around when Thomas Müller shone in another spectacular play. He caught a cross in the area, controlled the ball with a header, and positioned himself to execute an electrifying bicycle kick towards the goal. Despite the impressive and acrobatic execution, the accuracy of the kick was lacking, and the ball ended up going out the back line, narrowly missing the opponent's goal. On the other side, Kylian Mbappé was willing to do anything to secure the victory. Around the 67th minute, PSG regained possession and launched an electrifying counterattack with rapid exchanges of passes. Mbappé, receiving the ball at speed, advanced with determination and daring into the area. Although he had Neymar as a viable passing option, the French star chose to use his refined technical skill to dribble past the defender and create space. With a swift movement, he fired a low and powerful right-footed shot towards the goal. The shot was so precise and accurate that the opposing goalkeeper was just just paralyzed watching the ball bulge the net. This second goal by Mbappé in the match ignited an explosion of joy among the PSG players, who celebrated fervently their lead in the decisive quarter-final match of the Champions League against a formidable opponent. Served as sweet revenge for the painful defeat suffered last year. Right after that, Bayern launched a devastating counterattack, with Boateng sending a precise long pass into the area. Coman slipped while receiving the ball, but still managed to pass it to Choupo-Moting, who tried a back-heel finish, facing away from the goal. Blocked by the defense, he quickly grabbed the rebound and shot with his left foot, but PSG's goalkeeper was alert and made a crucial save. At the 76th minute, the game remained electrifying as Bayern almost tied it up. Thomas Müller, with his exceptional vision, delivered a masterful pass to Choupo-Moting in the box. Free and face-to-face with the goalkeeper, he fired toward the goal. However, Navas was vigilant and pulled off a spectacular save, preserving the score. Around the 85th minute, Bayern almost equalized when Sané advanced on the right, overcoming opponents and passing the ball to Choupo-Moting in the area, who set up Alaba to fire a powerful shot at the goal. However, the ball grazed the post and went out the back line. Alaba's frustration was evident after missing that golden chance. Soon after, Bayern intensified their attack, with Coman breaking through on the left, dribbling past the defense, and launching a cross into the area. Thomas Müller, with a display of impeccable technique, spun around and unleashed a blistering shot towards the goal. Yet again, luck was not with Bayern as the ball went out the back line. Under intense pressure in the final minutes, PSG bravely held on and, at the sound of the final whistle, erupted in celebrations after a spectacular victory in the Champions League quarterfinals against a formidable opponent. Kylian Mbappé shone as the hero of the game, scoring 2 decisive goals that not only secured the victory for PSG, but also served as sweet revenge for the loss in the previous year's Champions League final.